Hello and welcome to the Library of Babel, a really cool VRChat world by Mahu, with a library of infinite books, and there is a book with your name, with my name. There could even be a book with the whole Bible, with a book by Shakespeare. It's a really cool concept, and I feel like it's very not known enough. That's why I want to give it its own video and want to show you a little bit how all of this works, from what I know at least. I don't know everything, probably. But it's really cool, so let's have a look into it. We go into this library. There's also a little bit of backstory of how this came to be. Apparently this is originally a story by Jean-Louis Bourrier or something. And when we walk in the library, we get greeted by already pretty good looking visuals. Like, I like the way it looks. And then we have... oh, there's a compass, we'll get to that in a second. But we already get started with a bunch of bookshelves. And what? Whoops. Each of these books can be grabbed. And each book has a title. Looks like random letters. It also is. You can open it. And then there's, I think, like about 200 pages in each book. Also a bunch of random letters for now. You can change. Maybe I should enable the UI so that you see more stuff. Boom. You can see my laser pointer. Yeah, so there's a bunch of random letters that make no sense. For now. So let's close this and leave it here. And let's have a closer look at this wonderful thing. This is the librarian's compass. And if we click this compass, we get a search menu. And we can find anything. So we can find other travelers, so if you're here with friends, then you can find them, because this world is basically infinite huge, it's pretty hard to find them. But let's also look at the search index. The longer pages of text are found deep within the library, so let's start with something short, shall we? For example, in this case, let's search for my name, Airbee. We click this, press navigate, and now the compass is guiding me to the book that contains my name. Yeah. So we can close this. And on the compass we see a number. It says 4. That is the amount of hexagons we need to travel to find our book. And you can see there these particles that guide us through the library. So we just follow these particles. We have to walk a little bit. Now we go up the stairs. I wonder if that's gonna be decent on camera. Maybe not. Made it decent. Okay, we go up again. And now there's only one square left. We go here. And here is our book. I forgot. Where is it? Along wall 2, shelf 2, book 14. I forgot, does it show me what page it is as well? I think it does. There, okay, it also is highlighted. And then we keep clicking. Next page, so there's a bunch of random stuff that doesn't make sense. Keep clicking, oh, okay. And there it is. My name is in there. And yours is in there too. You just need to use the compass and then you will find your name in this huge library. Or a sentence or a entire book or whatever, you know. Anything is in here. You just need the string and then you can find it with this compass. But that's not really everything in here. There's still more stuff to look at least in terms of design. So let me disable the UI again and grab you guys. So you may have noticed so far everything looks pretty much the same. We have these hexagons, we have a hole in the floor, and we can also look up and it keeps going. Whoop, that was my wall. There, it keeps going up and it also keeps going down. And I keep accidentally walking on top of, how do you call this in English? Geländer in German. Railing, I think, no? Yes? Yeah, and it goes quite far down. And you can also, of course, also take the stairs. You can also fly up if you want to. But let's fall down a little bit, shall we? Because there is different rooms. This might be a little bit dizzying for some. maybe. Hopefully not too bad. I don't know, how should I do this? Maybe I'll switch to my own POV for this for a second. Welcome to my own view. So, we are here on the railing, we're looking down, and we're falling. Yippee! And when falling, you see, okay, there's one thing that looks a little bit different. We can land here, try to get in there. It's based on lighting. So we see two different things here already. Let me put the camera out again. Wow. So first of all, here there's no railing. It's just a hole. And I believe if we look a little bit further, yeah, for example here, it's on the ceiling. So it kind of moved from here over there. Now it's on the ceiling. And yeah, we can keep walking. Look, it's infinite. And you can keep falling forever. And another cool thing that I just saw over there, look at that. You don't have to bring your compass with you all the time. And I love the way how this is made. You don't have to bring it with you, and you can't just summon it by like clicking a menu or trigger next to your head or something. You don't do that. Instead, it just magically spawns near your location. So if we just keep walking, you will always eventually find your compass again. You will have your attention drawn to it by these particles, and here it is on the floor. Compass, yippee. And if we just ignore it, for example, and we keep walking, Oh, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen so many of these right next to each other. Keep walking, and let's say we are, also there's red color, we got to that in a second. There's a couple different colors and rooms that you can find. Just keep walking eventually, and if we pause, and let's say we pause here, I'm chatting with you guys for a little bit, I'm thinking, where's my compass? I would like to find my compass, and if we just wait for, I don't know, 20 seconds or so, it will be visible somewhere around us. And I think that's so cool. I mean, of course, sometimes it would maybe be nice to just summon it yourself. But this is so... It adds so much to the atmosphere, I think. Let's see. Is it somewhere here? No. Maybe it's somewhere here. I mean, you just need to keep walking. Need to keep your eyes open. Ah, there it is! Now we have a new compass that's on the railing. I think this is such a cool system. And the cool thing is also, like, if you're here with friends, you don't get teleported, really. Like, you never see them suddenly coming from above or something. I think this is actual physical space. Now we are in the purple rooms. They're very interesting because they don't have holes. You can still, of course, grab each book here. So we've been following for a while, so now we have a book called Soul Searching, Catedid, Encroach, Separate, Reportable. And it's a fun thing if you just pick up random books and you go through the pages and you try to find anything that makes sense. The further you travel, the longer the strings will be in each book. So now we already have like a bunch of letters, maybe 30, 40 or something like that. But nothing makes sense. It's so crazy how many combinations there are that just don't make any sense. You know, you would think at least you will find some word that makes sense, that you know, that you recognize. But look at this. Is there anything? There's nothing. Maybe in some other language. Yeah. Anyways, I don't really find anything here. And we have our compass again, spawned over there. And this purple is very hard to escape sometimes because, you know, you have a long way and there's no stairs. You can't fall down, you just have to walk. There's also an interesting fun fact that I discovered yesterday because already yesterday I wanted to record in here. And apparently you're constantly in the station, but not seated. And that caused my avatar's eye tracking to break. I don't know, so I made a different version somehow. I don't know exactly what I did. But hey, now my eye tracking works again in here. So if you play whatever animation in this world, there is a chance that it is a bit funky or breaks. Anyways, if you know more fun facts about this world, please let me know in the comments. It is not a very new world. This was released in 2023, I think? Maybe earlier. So it's not necessarily super new. And it's been a long time since I was here. I was here just yesterday, but before that, it's been a long time. So yeah, if you know any cool fun facts about this, something you can do, something you can find, some secrets, please let me know. If you know some more worlds that have a very unique, interesting concept, especially worlds that maybe are lesser known, that would also be interesting. In my other videos, I usually just show like a bunch of different worlds, 10 or so, very briefly, and don't go too much into them in depth. And I also don't want to make full reviews or anything of worlds, but maybe I do sometimes. But I think some worlds deserve a bit more special attention because they're just very special or untypical. Like this one. It's very cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day and see you next time. Bye bye.